Hey guys, it's Mancake here. Here on the Mancake Sports Network. It's been a while since I've been able to make a video. I wanted to make a quick kind of video about the Reds. I will do a video previewing the opening series, Reds Phillies. I believe it's April 4th. I wanted to. This is more of a small Reds preview, if you will. Before basically a Reds preview, kind of like summing up the as the spring trainings starting to get closer to the end here. I haven't been able to watch a game spring training because I don't have cable. I've been able to. I've listened on the radio several games. I've seen the videos. I have an app, MLB app, where I can watch videos. So I don't get a total. I won't be able to watch them until the season starts. But I have an app. It's the Cincinnati Enquirer app. They had an article about the previewing, kind of projecting the roster of the Reds this year. Obviously, the 2016 Cincinnati Reds are going to be known as a very young team. A lot of people, a lot of Reds fans that I know, um, want to just panic and go back to the early 2000 Reds, where they were retreads, um, high 30s, 40-year-old players, and just bad players. This team may be bad, but they're young bad. They're bad because they're young and experienced, which I think is a difference. Um, and like I said, I haven't watched a Red spring training game this year. I've listened to it on the radio, but I haven't been able to really watch them. But I've been kind of drawn back because I knew Homer Bailey should be out. I think the first month, Homer Bailey, because he's recovering from Tommy John's, or yeah, I believe it's Tommy John's. So he'll be out the first month. Um, oh, by the way, before I finish, I'm repping today. I'm repping the Dayton Dragons, single A affiliate for the Reds here in Dayton, Ohio, where I live. I'll actually be working there for the summer, selling raffle tickets. Not the most prestigious job, but it's a start. My dream is either to coach football or work for a sports team, so I'm pretty excited that I'll be able to spend my summer at a baseball stadium. Spend my summer at a baseball stadium. It's pretty neat. But yeah, that's the hat I'm wearing today. It's not Reds hat, but it is the single A affiliate for the Reds, Dayton Dragons. Okay, back where I was at. Homer Bailey should be out the first month. Um, I believe it's Tommy John's. He was out last year. So these are the names they put. Just projecting, discussing. I don't think these are set in stone. I mean, they're obviously the writers that I'm sure have watched the games and covered the team in Arizona. So I trust this piece. Basically, I believe it's in order. Anthony DeSclafani, I believe, is the number one. A lot of people are expecting DeSclafani to be the opening day starter. I believe he will. I like DeSclafani. I thought he had a good year from what I saw last year. There were times where he kind of wavered, but the whole team last year wavered. So I think he has good promise. Two is Ratio Iglesias, another guy who got injured at the end of last year. He's from Cuba. He's a lot of unknown, his history and stuff. He's from Cuba, but I I like Iglesias. I think he has a good arm. His pitches have good movement. Um, I think last year was his first full year playing in the U.S. So I do think Iglesias. I'm excited about Iglesias. Um, and then these three guys. Number four is the guy I know, Alfredo Simon. He's listed as four on this article. Alfredo Simon. I forgot to do a video. I was busy. The Reds signed Alfredo Simon to a free agent major league deal. Apparently, I didn't watch, obviously, in Detroit. I don't follow the Tigers, so apparently he had a really bad year last year, or he kind of had a setback year last year. So the Tigers didn't re-sign him, so he was a free agent. From my understanding, the Reds kind of, at first, his asking price was too high for the Reds, but the Reds kind of stayed in contact with him, and when none of the other teams wanted him, um, they got him. They ended up signing him, and from what it sounds like, it's a pretty team friendly deal. It's not really. They got him for cheap, which I'll take him. I liked watching him a couple years ago. He did very well, and he was really fun to watch. That year, I liked him. A lot of Reds fans I know were like, "Ugh, get him off the field," thinking that he was just a bullpen. I stood up for him, and he pitched very well that one year. Um, yeah, I know him, Alfredo Simon. I think he'll stabilize the bullpen, give it a guy who at least goes out there and has done it before. But number 3 and number 5, number 3 is Brandon Finnegan. Now, I haven't watched him play because I haven't watched the game this year. I've heard his name. I've heard he's had a good spring. Um, but like I said, until I've watched him, I mean, I'm not gonna judge that. But it's a new name. It's a name I haven't seen before. And then number 5 is Tim Melville, another guy I have never watched. He's in the minor league system somewhere. Um, but like I said, I don't watch the major league games except when I go to Dayton Dragons games. But yeah, I mean, it should be exciting. I mean, this year, I think even if we're bad, the feeling of excitement about new young players is still exciting, whether we're bad or not. Um, I'm excited. Past couple years, it's been excited about winning a World Series title. This year, it's kind of a step back, but it's still excitement. It's excitement on the new players and how there's no expectations. There's nothing. They can't do anything but surprise people this year, and that's a little exciting. Those were the 5. This has been the 5. Once again, it says DeSclafani not officially named. Brian Price didn't want to name it the other day, but everything I've heard, DeSclafani will be the opening day starter against the Phillies on April 4th. Yeah, so Melville started Saturday's game against Cleveland and did well. So I mean, he's done well. Melville's done well. Like I said, I haven't watched him pitch with my own eyes, so I can't really judge it. I will I will trust the writers covering the team, the coaches, to make that decision. I'm in the bullpen. And once again, I think I think it was confirmed. J.J. Hoover is the closer, which he's had great spots and he's had horrible spots. He's the butt of a lot of Reds fan jokes. Hoover, vacuum, stuff like that. But he's at times he's been probably our best reliever the last 2 or 3 years, and then at other times he's been just the worst reliable guy. This year he's going to step in for Chapman as a closer. To be honest, might not matter who the closer is because we might not be winning a lot of games. So, in retrospect, it probably won't matter. So he probably won't be. The only thing I could see him not being the closer is if we're not in games and they need him to get innings because he's still a kind of a younger type pitcher that needs work. And if we're losing all the time, he's not going to get a lot of innings. I could see him maybe pitching just to get innings because we're not competitive. And I don't know what order this is in because I know J.J. Hoover was going to be the closer. Tony Zangrani, which, like I said, he must have been injured last year. Tony Zangrani just disappeared last season and fell off the face of the planet. So I mean, he should be good. He's a good lefty out of the bullpen. He pitched really well for times out of the bullpen last year and the year before. And then he had those moments where he would walk like winning runs in, and it's like, what are you doing? So, but I still like his arm, and I like his stuff. They signed Ross Ohlendorf. He's a older guy to a free agent, and like I said, the Reds have a long history with signing retreads and free agents. So we'll see how it works. Jumbo Diaz, Kevius Sampson, Pedro Villarreal, and Caleb Cotham. I know who Jumbo Diaz. I don't know who Sampson or Gotham are. And I've heard some of Villarreal. He's pitched for like Louisville, and he's kind of just dabbled into the Reds. Like I said, new names. I'm excited about the potential of these new players, and we'll see how it works out. It has a starting 8 on this article. Devin Mesoraco, Joey Votto. Or no, Devin Mesoraco at catcher, Joey Votto at first, Brandon Phillips second, Eugenio Suarez at third, which I've heard good things about Suarez. He played a lot towards the end of the year. I got into football coaching football last year, so I got busy towards the end of the year, and the Reds weren't in it, so I kind of tapered off because I was excited about football. So the majority of the season he played, if it was on while I was out eating at a restaurant, I would watch it, but it wasn't something that I was on a basis. This year to start the season, I will be. So, or this whole season I will be, but start the season it'll be fresh. So I'll see how he is. I heard he ended the season really good last year. Zach Cozart shortstop, Adam Duvall at left field, which is interesting. Like I said, they have a position they need at left field. Is another guy I have not seen play with my eyes yet. So we'll see what he does April 4th if he starts. Billy Hamilton center field and Jay Bruce right field, normal stuff. So yeah, so the interesting thing this season is going to be see left field, how that develops. They didn't sign a veteran. I thought they were going to sign like what they did with Marlon Byrd, and they normally sign at least one veteran to put in there. They don't have a veteran. These are all homegrown guys. They have Shibler, who I thought, I don't know statistically overall how his stats are this spring. The games that I have listened on the radio and kind of seen videos of, he's played really well. I think he had a homer the other day. He seems to be a good bat. I think at worst case scenario he'll get the bench, but I've liked Shibler because he seems to be a guy that's played up in the majors some, but he's not on this. On the bench is catcher Justin Tucker Barnhart, infielder Ivan DeJesus Jr., catcher Jordan Pacheco, outfielder Jake Cave, and outfielder Roman Rodriguez. I'm not sure about having two catchers on the bench. That would be where I would probably put Shibler instead of Pacheco, but yeah, we'll see. The Phillies opening day, the first three games should be even because the Phillies are about where we are. I think they had a worse record than we did last year, and they're rebuilding. So it should be, if anything else, an evenly played game opening day. But we'll see. Yeah. But like I said before, I'm just excited about the new players, about the new names, and I was upset we traded Frazier, but we weren't good with Frazier last year, so I mean, there's not much you can do. Like I said, I will do a video here probably a couple days officially previewing. I'll be looking at the Phillies roster. I'll probably wait a little longer until the rosters are kind of set. I'll preview the Phillies, preview the Reds, and I'll preview the series. And like I said, all season long, win, lose, or draw, I will do a pre-series video and a post-series video before and after every series of this 2016 season. I'm excited. So yeah, hope for the best. Go Reds, and I will see you guys next time. If you like the video, be sure to hit the like button, and if you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. That'll be it. See you guys next time. Bye.